just like we need our winter boots to keep our feet protected, our cars need some boots to keep their joints protected. And with the colder nights and the ice on the way, now's the time to get your car's CV boots inspected. So you're asking, what's a CV boot? Well, that's the first thing I wanted to know. And with Keller Brothers, David Rogers is here with us this morning. Okay, so educate us this morning.
Well, here's what we have today. This, in fact, is a CV boot. And as innocent looking as it is, it has a pretty important job.
Okay.
What you have here is a CV axle, and these are on each side of the transmission, if you will. In the front, one goes to the wheel and back to and then one end goes to the transaxle. What happens is with time, your boots are sitting on top of here, and they get dried and with age and weather, and they crack and they come off, and look what we have, all the grease comes out. Now you can see that grease is contaminated. It should be clear.
I was going to say, is it always green?
Yeah, it's not. And what's happened is water's gotten in there, okay? And same thing, you know, water and sand gets in.
Is that from the cold and the hot and the ice that these crack?
Exactly right. Weather is number one, and salt and mag chloride probably not very good for it. So what we want to do is have them inspected on a regular basis. It's usually cheaper to replace the whole axle than just the boot.
Replace that?
Because we have to take the whole axle apart, and it takes hours.
So, like, what are you talking about? How much does it cost to replace the axle?
One of these axles about $150, and then maybe $100 in labor.
Okay.
And where a boot is going to be about $20 or $30, but it's going to be about $250 in labor.
So what's a normal life of the boot and the axle?
Typically, you can expect one of these to last about 3 or 4 years.
Okay.
Pretty easily.
Okay, so that's good to know. And is it something that is normally inspected? Like if I take my car in for an oil change, which is the regular thing that I get checked, are they going to detect that?
Depends on where you go. You know, that's why I suggest take your car to a place with a certified master technician with ASE certified.
Well, you always say that, like every week. Okay, so what else did you bring with you? What's important?
The other thing I have here today is U-joints and drive shafts. The drive shaft is the main thing that distributes the power from the motor to the wheels, and it's connected by these little things called U-joints. And these U-joints are critical. There's one inside here. You probably can't see it very well.
Right in there, see it.
Yeah, and it looks just like that.
Close up.
And basically what happens is inside the U-joint, we have something called needle bearings. And I'm going to get a little closer here. And as you see, all these little rods that are in here that have come loose, those are the needle bearings. Inside of a new one, they're nice and smooth. You can see how they're in there nice and even. Basically what happens is, as the thing wears and it ages, and it's just an age factor.
Yeah, they are just like little needles. I can just get one.
Exactly. There you go. Exactly. And what happens with age is they start falling out. They're not doing their job anymore. They're not smooth like that. And then you have problems with the drive shaft. You can see here some damage on the shaft itself from the U-joint having gone bad. It's not supporting it correctly anymore. Customer noticed a little vibration for about a week, just a slight vibration. By the time they brought it in, instead of just replacing a few $30 or $40 parts, they had to replace the entire drive shaft. Now we're up into $500, $1,000. So again, you know, regular inspections by a certified technician. When we think about sand and ice, people rocking the car back and forth. When the car's doing that and you're slipping and sliding, and then you hit a dry spot, what happens is all of a sudden it just bang. Okay, and when that happens, now we've got damage.
You know, we always hear people talking about this stuff. It's good to see it firsthand. We know it. We can really identify it.
Amen. Don't rock the car in the snow.
David, thank you for the information this morning. Get those CV boots. Get them replaced or get the whole axle.
That's it. Get it inspected, and before you get in the ice and snow is the main message today for sure.
David, thank you.